You can fly?
I once could, but for now I can merely hover.
Still impressive. Anyways, me not make same mistake like mean tall ones. You take as much gold as you can carry, and more. Ready to go now?
Yes, I am ready to return.
Then follow me, yes.
Ah, Kalyskah. Did you find what you were looking for? In a sense, I have found a shard of my gem. It seems that my gem has been broken in some way.
Is it still of any use?
Yes, my power is still contained inside. Just fragmented.
And will you keep what you have recovered a mystery?
I can now slow my falls and hover aloft.
Not exactly world-shattering, but it's a start.
Ah, envy does not suit you, wingless demoness.
Yes, I walked right into that one. It seems our goblin friend spoke true. There was indeed a lot of gold back in his cave.
Yes, me keep promise, always.
Run along now, little one. Least you become my snack when hunger strikes. Again.
You shouldn't eat goblins. Bad luck? Yes, very bad luck.
If there's more gold where that came from, shouldn't we go secure it?
We have enough. More gold would only burden us.
If you say so.
So tell me, how does one such as yourself...
I could ask...
I...
Yes, you
me free from this duty. There's not much left. Set me free from this duty. doozy. There's not much left.
Not much left.
How? How can this still be standing?
Oh, my dearest bunny, I thought you will never wake up from slumber.
Nemesis. I could allege that your involvement led to the state of my temple, yet even you wouldn't stoop so low. Why are you here?
Indeed. Whatever happened to your temple is too fucked up, even for my standards. I'm here to help, and as you can see, I renovated your pleasure room. And behind that purple door over there, you can have fun with some of my guests. You can thank me later.
Beg your pardon?
Spare me your pretense of innocence. I am well aware of the activities that transpired in this room previously, and it's evident that you're under a considerable amount of stress and agitation and, Hey, don't you dare walk away without hearing me out first!
The Legion I have spent over a myriad of years building has turned to ash. Pleasure is the farthest thing from my mind.
Oh, lust for blood, perhaps I can offer you that as well. A place for you to vent your frustrations until you're ready to press forward once again.
Or you can actually be useful and tell me what happened to my temple, where my servants are, and how much time I lost. Better yet, bring that James to me to recover my blood gem.
I could, but then I will be in a world of trouble.
What are you talking about? You are the closest thing to a goddess that I have ever seen. Our last meeting made that clear.
I may be almighty, but that doesn't mean I can affect your world without consequence. The events unfolding now are far too important. I'd rather not get mixed in them. It will attract the unwanted attention of other beings.
I failed to follow.
Something is wrong. You were not supposed to be awake. You're waving your own fate now. I'm afraid that if I help you directly, it will put a target on my back, so my hands are tied. And not in the way I enjoy them to be.
This does not answer...
I know it doesn't answer your question, but you will have to accept it.
Then you are useless to me. Be gone, and leave me to my fate.
I could, and if you're sure I will. But hear what I have to offer first. You might be weakened, but you are still a powerful vampire. How long until you go on a rampage? I'm afraid that if you go to the surface in this state, well, I don't want to be around to watch.
I can control myself. I'm not a mindless beast.
Regular folk get angry. Perhaps they punch the subject of their anger, the subject falls. Maybe they die, maybe they don't. Regardless, the world keeps spinning. But you? Your fury splits the heavens, and your sorrow breaks the earth beneath your feet. Your foul moods are a woe inflicted upon this world.
Not anymore. Not without my blood gem. I must get it back quickly.
Time won't pass on my garden of earthly delights. Go through the purple door. Whether it's pleasure or pain, just vent it. After, you can continue your journey with a clear head. Pray, for the sake of your long-term goals, do not proceed in the state of mind you are now.
Speaking like that, it almost sounds like you care.
Don't make this all about you. The world will be boring without anyone living in it.
Very well. Let us assume I am receptive to your proposition. What is it exactly?
Step inside, take a moment to unwind. I've arranged for some guests to join you, but before you enter, I must inquire, what manner of individuals captivate your interest?
Why is that important?
Because I will tailor my garden to your taste, of course. For starters, I would like to tailor my exotic dancers to your palate. And my other customers will surely vie for your attention. But I can keep them at bay. All you have to do is say the word. So, starting with who can approach you, what would you say?
Anyone, truly.
And what about the dancers? Any preference?
Not really.
Duly noted. Now you can step through the portal to my garden of earthly delight. Indulge yourself.
I cannot believe I am acquiescing to this.
come here often? Welcome, little bunny. I see you found a way.
I did.
If you have any questions, just let me know. This is a palace between realities, and only the most selected clientele is allowed in.
Between realities? Do you mean we are between worlds?
Precisely!
Correct me if I am wrong, but is the place between worlds not the abyss?
Correct again!
How can you have a safe place inside the abyss?
Because I'm cute!
Ugh. Who are the guests?
People that I'd like to talk with? Hey, you're the one who banished me. I'm so not over it, but it doesn't change the fact that I like to talk with you.
That must be the gentlest thing you've ever said to me.
Don't get used to it, Bunny. Do you want to know about anyone in particular? She's a mage with more potential than she gives herself credit for. She's oblivious to the fact she walked through a portal though, which is funny. Don't tell her she's no longer in her world. That half-elf enjoys studying mythical beings. She's the director of a magic university, but likes to slide out of her duties to have fun sometimes. She's my brother's protégée. She's the most boring and kind-hearted person I've ever met. My sister likes to say that one day she'll be the last optimist on the planet. Ilreth comes from the west of your world. She's an artificer, but you're not allowed to do business with her here. Word is that she enjoys pain. She's a nurse in Millhaven. She might or might not remember your face. Probably not. I think she's high on melon root. She's a nurse in Millhaven. She might or might not remember your face. Probably not. I think she's high on melon root. He hates Maynard and wants to kill him to reclaim his position in Millhaven. So, of course, I made them unable to recognize each other and put them together in the same room, just because I thought it would be funny. If you're into bad boys, he has quite the attitude. Go a little deeper, however, and you'll find that he's actually tender. He won't push you any further than you're comfortable with. The current marauder of Millhaven. He's oblivious to the fact that Eckhart, his sworn enemy, is here. He's an honorable man, but, like my sister, that doesn't mean he won't use gruesome methods to get what he wants. The right hand of the leader of Millhaven, also his voice of reason. He's very uneasy around strangers, but once you get to know him better, he's quite charming. And experienced. Oh girl, how experienced he is. Oh, it's a town not far from here. I thought I might as well bring some of its more flowery characters for you to meet already.
That would be all. What do succubi feed on?
Same as you, bodily fluids.
So, you also drink blood?
I can, but that hardly suits my palate. And it's not very filling either. What I drink has much more life than blood, and it fits on a spoon.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, you need to bite to feed. Well, I do anything, but... well, unless they're into it, of course.
Okay, I get...
Like, yours is aggressive, with lots of... My methods, on the other hand, require a lot more finesse.
Nemesis.
And the kind of sucking I enjoy is slightly different from yours.
Nemesis!
What?
I understood it the second you talked about a spoon.
Ah, good. Smart you.
So, contrary to popular belief, you do not feed on souls.
The whole soul thing's about status, not feeding. The succubi corrupt people so that at the end of their lives they fall into the second circle of hell.
Should I be worried?
Maybe. Lust is often understood to mean only sex. But it's so much more than that. So much more. It's about longing for passion and breaking everything you once held sacred in a mad rush to satisfy your every base desire. When obsession turns one from the righteous path, their soul becomes forfeit. So pace yourself.
You desire more souls in hell, and yet you counsel me?
We, demons and devils, are agents of the wheel of life. We provoke, entice, and corrupt. But at the end of the day, our purpose is to help elevate souls. You need to understand what's bad to know what's good.
But you are not entirely a demon. I can still sense something of a vampire in you.
That is correct. I'm not a devil or demon, but I created devils when I tamed the nightmares of humanity and merged them with tormented souls in hell.
How can lust be a nightmare?
Isn't this an excellent exercise for your mind? We can converse about this again in a few eons.
Ugh. What is the difference between a devil and a demon?
A demon is a fallen angel. A devil is a soul so twisted in the lower weave, what you call the hells, that it merged with concepts of mortal psyche. It turns them into agents of the wheel of life under the thumb of demons.
And by agents, you mean that they basically cook the souls to get them ready to return to the cycle of reincarnation, the one I broke when I became undead.
Precisely. Souls are tormented after death so they can learn their lesson and be better on their next try. So now I see why I would rather not see souls in hell, but if they stumble across, better if they go into the second circle so my favorite children can grow stronger.
If they fall for your weak temptations, they would be as good as damned by any other sin. This is amazing. With all that you told me, I do not believe your diet is as simple as the obscenity you described to me at first.
Ha! You're getting warmer, little bunny.
Got it. At present, nothing comes to mind. I just want to explore.
Suit yourself.
You okay?
Oh, hey, ma'am. Yeah, totally, mate. It's just Millie and I living our best life. You want some, man?
I, do not smoke.
You do you, mate. More for me. Name's Jessie, Sawmill, by the way.
Kalyskah.
Are you even real?
Are you?
Dunno, mate. What even is real?
I reckon you have had enough of whatever you're smoking.
Are we friends?
Too soon.
So, like, what brings you here? Because you look like, man, totally under the weather, mate.
Do I? Somehow I distrust your eyes.
Nah, man. I'm a physician. I know all about ailments. You look so pale. It's almost like you're dead or something. Isn't that funny?
Hilarious.
No, but seriously, you should really get that checked out, mate. It could be serious. Like a plague or something. You probably shouldn't be out in public either. Although, since this is a dream, I suppose you don't need to worry.
Right. I believe I should, go.
Yeah, totally, mate. Don't be a stranger.
Greetings, young one.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm just here for the atmosphere. I don't have gold to hire you.
You deem me a strumpet?
I was thinking more of a high-class courtesan? But you're not one, are you? Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't have assumed.
You are forgiven. I merely sought conversation with you. You intrigued me.
Have I? And why would that be?
A young human with uncommon hair and eye color, seated alone at the bar of a brothel, engrossed in such erotic literature, and murmuring to herself.
Empress balls, was I talking out loud? I'm terribly sorry.
Fret not. I found it endearing.
Well, in that case, care to join me for a glass of wine?
Alas, they do not stock my taste. But I would care to join you regardless. What are you called, young one?
I resent being called that. I just turned 21 years old the other day. I'm a full-grown adult now.
Is that right? And the fully grown adult has a name?
Sorry, it's Catherine.
Kalyskah Kunstein. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
So, I overheard you reading a few passages of your book out loud. Sounds quite entertaining. What was the story about?
I can't believe I was talking out loud. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Is it? Look around you. There are more embarrassing acts going on than you letting out a few scandalous lines.
Well, I'm trying not to look, actually.
How prudish. Tell me, why would someone like you come to a place like this to read a book of all things?
Well, it's for my training. My master has insisted that I must learn the art of seduction. I thought these books would help me get started, but I don't think I have made any progress.
I won't keep you from your book any longer. Be seeing you. Greetings.
Oh, hi, can I help you?
Good to see another vampire around.
Vampire? Me? You must be mistaken, miss. I merely have a skin condition. Yes, a skin condition that makes me...
Breathe.
Sorry, I forget to do that when I get nervous.
I understand the struggle. When you spend so long as an undead, you start to forget the basics. When to breathe, when to blink, when to force your heart to beat so your skin stays warm to the touch.
You go through that too?
I am unfathomably old. That I can still mingle among humankind is no small miracle.
I felt a strange resonance when you approached.
So did I. But it's plain to see that you are not from the same world as me. Regardless, every vampire is metaphysically linked to me.
So you're the... dragon, not only from this place, but from everywhere else too.
I never held such a title. But if this is how you say the first, yes, I am.
That's exciting and terrifying at the same time.
Worry not, child. I do not bite. Unprovoked. May I join you for a drink?
Sure, but I don't really like drinking human blood.
Excuse me?
I just don't think it's right.
Worry not. It is quite normal for young vampires to refrain from human blood.
I thought you would berate me for it.
Quite the opposite. I find it endearing. You need not conceal your nature from me.
I am sorry. It is rare for me to have a chance to speak so openly about what I am.
It is fine. I can sense your blood is no older than 400 years. Be cautious. That is when most vampires tend to lose their minds. Or decide to end it all. It would be a shame to see you go feral.
Well, I have the theory that time only makes us more rational, more human, and that the feral ones are so pragmatic that they can only think about the basics they need to exist and achieve their goals. A horrifying intelligence to witness.
Are vampires rare where you come from?
Not necessarily, but they are ruthless, violent, and treat humans like cattle. Also, they are lone wolves that prefer secrecy, so even if you pass by one, you might not be able to tell. The exception is in big cities, where they have to work with some sort of structure to handle territories, so they avoid stepping on each other's toes.
I see. I used to reinforce a hierarchy and structure worldwide, so those who bowed to me could navigate their existence more easily. And my legion also offered assistance to prevent complete detachment from humanity. It is gone now.
Would you like to talk about it?
No.
It is part of the healing process.
Not now. Not until I get to the bottom of this. Tell me, what brought you to a brothel away from your world?
I am looking for my mentor. Have you seen a woman by the name of Kagura?
I have not. Kagura? Quite the strange name.
Yes, it's strange for me too. She comes from a place so distant from my homeland that this culture is as alien to mine as anything I may find in your world.
I have been asleep for a long time. I guess the lands around me will feel just as foreign.
Oh, I wish I could invite you to visit my world, but based on what Nemesis said, it's impossible. I think you would like Kagura. She's a very wise woman, and she has been alive for a long time too.
I appreciate your concern, but I do not need your pity. I have all the time in the world to get acquainted with these new horizons.
I suppose you do.
I am needed somewhere else. Be seeing you.
Of course, it was a pleasure talking with you.
Come here often?
This place is better than I expected. I have to bring the rest of the boys with me next time.
Someone is well prepared.
Huh?
The gauntlets and the amulets. They are magical, are they not?
Why, yes. Artifacts of my own making. You have a good eye, miss.
Kalyskah.
I'm Ilreth. Nice to meet you. Care to join me for a drink? You strike me as the learned sort, and I've grown awfully tired of being surrounded by ignorant folk. Wonderful. Waiter, more wine for me.
How special?
Oh. I didn't even know they had a house special here. Perhaps I should try it later.
I would not recommend it. It is a bit of an acquired taste.
Truly? To be fair, the cuisine of this region is so dreadful to my palate that if it weren't for imports from Lindara, I would have surely have starved to death.
You would have starved to death? Surely you jest.
Ah, the things humans put on their plates. Not only does it taste bad, but it's highly unsanitary.
Ouch! I take exception to that.
I meant no offense, but look. Our greatest masters have been alive for millennia, perfecting their craft. While human masters, regardless of how brilliant, are dead in a century at most.
It is the great tragedy of humankind.
To think that your kind will not be able to witness all the monumental events that awaits us in the future. The human condition saddens me.
There is no such thing as an immortal. Stick a blade in an elf's neck and they die all the same.
I suppose so. But we'll still vastly outlive humans on average, even when adding violent deaths to the equation.
No need to look so serious. I plainly stated the truth. History being any measure, there are plenty of periods that full glad would I be to covet.
True enough. But I'll take that over getting old and all fuller ankles.
How can you know? Mayhaps your visage would improve with the handful of wrinkles.
Very funny. Let's meet up again in 30 years and see if you still think the same.
That would be amusing. You declared that you crafted your own gauntlet and amulet. Are you an artificer?
Yes. Artifacts have been a subject of my fascination since I was a little girl.
A trying field. I have met scarce few artificers.
They're scarce here, perhaps. In Lindara, where I learned my craft, they are plentiful. Though, of course, truly skilled artificers are quite rare.
And do you count yourself among such a select few?
Why, of course. While I'm not as accomplished as most masters in my field, I'm a rising star. Time is the only thing that separates me from the pinnacle of my profession.
Truly? I could use the service of a skilled artificer.
Alas, our host warned me that I cannot ply my trade while I'm in air.
Did she give you a reason why?
No.
Typical Nemesis.
But all you have to do is find me outside, and we can do business.
Unfortunately, once we leave, we'll be back to the entrance we used to come here. We could be on opposite sides of the world.
Oh, I didn't realize it was like that.
Do not worry. We will cross paths eventually.
I assure you, it will be worth it.
Oh, it better be.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you to the human lands? It was not the cuisine, clearly.
I came seeking a way to improve my craft.
Did you hit a wall?
Loath as I am to admit, I have indeed. I have risen through the ranks of my profession blindly fast, but to join the inner circle, I need to publish new research on the field.
Hence why you turned your gaze away from Lindara.
You are sharp.
I wish you good fortune in your journey. Just take care. I would hate to see you actually starting to enjoy our cuisine.
That will never happen.
Right. You have been studying human artifacts, but full sure am I that the reason that brought you here is another.
Oh? What makes you think that?
I know the owner. I know her type. And something tells me, for all your talk, you fancy the touch of a human.
I have been curious. Yes.
Pray, allow me to guide you. Greetings, Ilreth.
Hello, Kalyskah. Want to join me for a drink? Wonderful. Waiter, more wine for me.
How special?
Oh. I didn't even know they had a house special here. Perhaps I should try it later.
I would not recommend it. It is a bit of an acquired taste.
Truly? To be fair, the cuisine of this region is so dreadful to my palate that if it weren't for imports from Lindara, I would have surely have starved to death.
I am needed somewhere else. Be seeing you.
Of course. Until next time. This wine is actually not half bad. This wine is actually not half bad. This wine is actually not half bad.
is the Garden of Blood, Souffletel. I prepared enemies for you to challenge inside. You'll also find that some of them have familiar faces, but don't worry, no lasting harm will come to you. Feel free to walk around and explore.
At present, nothing comes to mind. I just want to explore.
Suit yourself. Look at me move! Look at me move!
You might want to hit harder. You might want to hit harder. Ha! Hit harder. Is that all you've got? Is that all you've got? Huh. Huh. Ah. You might want to hit harder. Hit harder.
This place is better than I expected. I have to bring the rest of the boys with me next time.
Look at me move! Look at me move!
This place is better than I expected. I have to bring the rest of the boys with me next time.
Oh, whoa there, easy now, little bunny.
What is behind this door?
A chamber you shouldn't enter unprepared. There are special devices inside for those looking for a different sort of experience.
What type of devices?
Bondage devices, cages, pilaries, X-crosses, the works. Anyone on the device is free game to my other customers, so only use this room if you're interested in that sort of play.
Coming from you, I would not expect anything less.
If you'd like to check who can approach you before using the room, let me know.
You really think I am about to go in there and chain myself to one of your devices?
Who said anything about you chaining yourself to the devices? Other people are using them too, you know.
That... You led me to believe...
Did I now? I'm pretty sure I said nothing of the sort, but if that's what you're into, don't be embarrassed. Go and have fun.
I am not embarrassed. I just have no time to play your silly games.
Don't be like that, Kali. Can I call you Kali?
No.
Here's the thing, Kali. Why don't you indulge yourself for a change? It's just regular chains and leather. If you don't like it, you can always break free instantly. And who knows, you might even find me in there one of these days.
Then perhaps you will see me in that room sometime. I would give anything for a chance to repay the anguish you put me through.
That's the spirit.
Where is the key?
Locked. Where is the key?
Want to change your preferences?